What it do, y'all? The saddest thing nowadays is that we care too damn much about how we look. Right? We live in a society where looks are at the top of the priority. We go through extreme measures to try to look the best that we can. You got people getting surgeries to make their face look a certain way, to make their jaw wider, to make their cheekbones stand out more, to make their nose smaller. You got women putting on all this makeup, and hold up now. Now you got men putting on makeup to try to look better. I mean, just think about that shit for a second. You got dudes putting on makeup to try to look better. That shit don't make sense. But it is what it is. I can't say that it's not real. I can't say that, oh, looks don't matter, because we live in a time where looks are extremely important. And the worst thing about this shit is that it consumes us, right? It consumes everything that we think about, to the point where we become obsessed with this shit, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better. There's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself. But if you're obsessed with wanting to look a certain way, just think about how it's gonna affect your life. Are you gonna be happy if you achieve this look? If you're obsessed? If you're not happy, right? If you can't accept how you look right now, how can you accept how you're gonna look like when you achieve this goal? Right? It's like someone going to the gym and they wanna get a six-pack, right? But every time they work out, every single day, they're constantly looking at themselves in the mirror. They're constantly looking at their progress, and they're like, oh shit, this is taking a long time. They become obsessed with it, and they keep putting themselves down to the point where they even give up. They give up trying to get the six-pack because it's taking too damn long. But that's the thing, when you're changing yourself physically, when you're changing the way you look, this shit takes time. Unless it's something quick, like doing your eyebrows or getting your hair cut or trimming your beard or doing some shit like that. Right? But understand that this shit is downright toxic. If you go into it with an obsessive mindset, this shit is toxic. It will consume you. You will be miserable. You will be depressed. You will always be dependent on other people's validation. You will never be all right. You will never be at peace, because you're doing this for other people. You don't accept yourself, so you want other people to accept you. Does that make sense? Right? I got into this shit back in high school. I came into high school with ridiculous acne on my face, and at the time, I really wanted to talk to women. I really wanted to get a girl. I really wanted to smash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit. I wanted to go deep inside. Alright? And what ended up happening is, because I had acne, I used my sister's concealer to try to be able to hide this shit. Do you understand that I used my sister's concealer? That's some stupid shit, right? Not only did it make it worse, it looked stupid. You could tell that I was using concealer, and it was obsessive. It was ridiculous because it made me obsess so much over it, to the point where I would put this shit on thinking that, oh, I look better with this shit, and then because I wasn't getting the attention from the women that I wanted, because I wasn't getting that reaction that I was looking for, it made me feel more shitty, right? People, they go into this Looksmaxing thing, and they say, oh, you can't accept yourself, because if you accept yourself, then you're coping. But if you don't accept yourself now, how are you gonna accept yourself later, right? Accept what you are now. Accept what you see, and then do the work to better yourself, right? But detach yourself from the outcome, because if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not that important, right? Look at my eyebrows, y'all. My eyebrows are not even. No matter what I do, my eyebrows ain't even. I got a scar on my forehead. I'm losing my hair, right? I got a big nose. My jaw ain't that big when this beard ain't hiding it, right? There's things wrong with all of us. None of us are perfect. We all have shit that could be better, right? But if you don't accept yourself as you are right now, nothing's gonna change. Physically, externally, you will change, but internally, you will remain the same. You will still be miserable. You will still be obsessed with wanting to look better. This is why you have people who get surgery and they're never happy. And they keep going and they keep going and they keep going, where you're just like, damn, like you really going into this shit. Like you really wanted to change how you look, huh? It's because they're obsessed with this shit. I remember in high school, I used to love playing basketball. I was good at that shit too. I was a shooting guard and a point guard, right? And I know damn well that I could have gotten far with that shit. But you know what? I stopped playing basketball to start lifting weights, to be stronger, to be more muscular, to be able to attract more women, right? And giving up that, I look back every single day and I kind of regret that shit. Like, okay, I like the fact that I have muscles now. I like the fact that I'm strong, that my body is functional, it's capable of doing all these things. But the fact that I gave up basketball just so I could look better for women, it kills me, right? And if I could go back, I would have definitely kept going with basketball. I would have disregarded this whole thing about trying to look better, right? Because you have to understand, everything that you do in life, there's a sacrifice. So if you're trying to look better, you got to sacrifice something. And what I'm trying to get at with this shit, right, is that there's nothing wrong with trying to look better. There's nothing wrong with doing this Looksmaxing. You just have to go into it with the right intention, right? You have to accept yourself from the beginning. You have to understand that no one's perfect, right? You have to understand that you're gonna do the work to change yourself, but it's gonna take time. And whatever you look like in every single stage is all right. You should accept whatever you look like in every single stage, because that's the whole point of it. If you were to wake up tomorrow looking completely different, you wouldn't appreciate the process that it took to get to that point, right? I have a beard. I wasn't born with a beard. This shit took years before it developed, right? I appreciate this shit on my face, right? I have, what else can I say here? I have tattoos. I didn't get a tattoo in one day. That shit took time, and there was moments where it was like, it was incomplete. And I would always look at like, damn, I want to finish it. I want to finish it. I was obsessed. And I was never enjoying the process of it, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say here is to stop focusing so much on how you fucking look, right? Accept how you look. Do what you gotta do to look better, but put your focus elsewhere. This life is temporary. You ain't gonna live forever. We're all gonna die, right? You could die today. You could die in a few days. You could die in a month, a few months, a year. You don't know when you're gonna die, so why the hell are you stressing about how you look so damn much? Right? If a girl's attracted to you because of how you look, okay, cool. If she's not, okay, cool. Move on from that shit. There's so many other ways that you can attract women. People say, oh, it's a cope if you're saying that looks don't matter in attracting women. Come on now. There's some ugly ass dudes that are attracting hella fine women. And you're gonna tell me that that's a cope. You're gonna tell me that they're coping because of, oh, they're ugly and they're just accepting how they look. If they can't change how they look, but they got their personality, their charisma on point, their status on point, they got everything on lock to where it's like, okay, well, I'm attracting women in a different way. Right? There's other ways that you can attract women. It doesn't have to be primarily on your looks. And if you're a woman and you're constantly focused on your looks, I mean, come on now. There's more that you can do in life. There's more to life than just worrying about how you look, right? This is a game. Have fun with this game. Experience this game of life. Go out and do something. The purpose is to enjoy yourself, to experience this life, not to be suffering all the time with these obsessive thoughts over, oh, I need to look good. I need to make sure my eyebrows are good. I need to make sure my beard is straight. Oh, I can't go out because I don't look right. Yo, like I said, my eyebrows, they ain't even. I used to pluck these motherfuckers all the time trying to make them look good. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't give a shit anymore, right? They're uneven. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just be myself and accept that shit. Am I coping with it? I don't know. You tell me. Right? But the fact that that shit doesn't bother me anymore, the fact that it's no longer something that's obsessively in my mind all the time, come on now. I'm not making this video to tell you guys, yo, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is what you're gonna do. I'm just saying that if you're gonna do this Looksmaxing stuff, which you are, because everyone's guilty of this. Everyone at one point or another has done something to make themselves look better. And if you haven't, you a damn liar. Right? But understand that it's all right. It's all right to want to look better. Just accept what you are. Accept who you are right now. Accept how you look. And accept the work that you're going to do to get to where you want to be. And if you get there, you get there. If you don't, you don't. That's not the point. The point is just to experience life. Go out there. Have some fun. Have experiences. Meet new people. Right? Looks ain't everything. We live in a society where looks are very important, but I'm telling you right now, looks are not everything. You can get past that shit. You can do other things. I feel like I'm kind of going off here. I just want you guys to know that I myself went into this whole Looksmaxing thing very obsessively. I was very depressed, very miserable, always critiquing myself, always judging myself, never really happy with how I was in that moment. I was always trying to improve myself, and it wasn't a good result. Like, the only time that this shit has actually helped me, the only time that it's actually like done me any good is when I finally just accepted myself how I was and then continued to do the work. Because at that point, once you accept yourself how you are, you really don't give a shit. You don't give a shit if it works, if it doesn't. I've been doing mewing for 3 months. Is it working? Is it not? I don't know, but I'm doing it, right? And it doesn't matter to me if it does or if it doesn't, because I've already accepted how I look. If I look like this, by the time I die, okay, whatever. Right? That's the only way that you can free yourself. That's the only way that you can be happy while trying to improve yourself, is if you detach yourself from that outcome. If you stop obsessing over this shit. Right? Understand, it's not a bad thing. It's really not. You can look better. You can do whatever you want to do to look better. Just quit obsessing over that shit. Right? I hope this video helped you in one way, shape, or form. If you like the content, you want to go even deeper with this shit, consider becoming a Patreon. I'm going to leave the link down in the description box below. And with this being said, remember y'all that the time is now.